And so the country has raised the minimum wage 22 times.
Mm-hmm.
So a person, what?
So we have no jobs left, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, so given this theory that if wages rise, employment should shrink, we should have zero employment, right?
Right.
But what you can actually do is you can go back to those 22 times and look at the increase and then figure out what happened to jobs. Mm-hmm. So here's the crazy thing. That of the 22 times, unless the country was in recession, mm-hmm. jobs went up every single time. Mm-hmm. Surprised even us from the data is that the more affected the industry was by the wage increase. In other words, hospitality workers are massively affected by a minimum wage increase, but doctors and lawyers aren't.
That's right. That makes sense.
Right.
Yep.
So you would expect, given the orthodoxy, that hospitality employment would go down, would be more negatively affected by the minimum wage. It turns out to be the opposite. Mm-hmm. Is that the more affected by the increase, the better the industry did. Why? Because that's how capitalism works. Because when workers have more money, businesses have more customers and hire more workers.
I mean, if you want to raise the minimum wage, then you want to pay people more than what they're worth, and that's not okay. Except that's not what we're arguing. You're arguing to keep the system as is, which actually underpays the workers based on what their productivity is. They're way more productive than they're actually getting paid. Oftentimes, the far right has this straw man argument that they use where they say, well, what we want to do is we want to help people make a maximum wage. These liberals, they want you to be stuck at the bottom of the rung. We want to help people make the maximum wage, so we're not focused on raising the minimum wage. We want you to work your way up that ladder to make more. Except that even if everybody woke up tomorrow and decided, I'm going to get that raise, I'm going to climb that ladder, I'm going to get that promotion, not everybody can get the promotion. There are going to be some people, even if they don't want to be, there are going to be people who are stuck at that bottom rung. So then the question becomes, if we're going to have people at the bottom rung, are we going to pay them enough to survive?